craziest dream last night?
It's still last night.
In the past few years, we've had some highs here at Mythic Quest. Like the wild success of our own Dana Bryant.
Cute girl genius, y'all.
Don't count your chickens before the slaughter.
That is not the same.
That's how I say it.
I do it biggie like that.
It's Dana this, Dana that. Everything's Dana, Dana, Dana.
Brady Bunch reference?
Yes, yes.
Yeah. Said I'm the man.
Just take all the time in the world to, noodle.
We're gonna deliver on time, and he's gonna rue the day that he gave us the exact working conditions we've been asking for the last 15 to 20 years. Bobby's got a boyfriend.
Is that why she's been doing all this obnoxious double entendres?
Let's just get started.
I can grind all night.
Okay.
I welcome the robots.
How can I inspire you today? What difference does it make if the AI is ready? Just pull up the notes. I don't do notes.
Playpen users are making sex games. We can't have kids see these.
David, kids make these.
David Brittlesbee?
Hi.
You've been served.
I have to appear in front of Congress.
What exactly is the good in profiting off of children?
I do not recall.
I lost some friends on my cup.
I need to crank up the intensity.
Crank up, you say.
You see that?
Pudi.
Yeah, the story that I placed up in sleep.
Doesn't do anything half-assed. Whoa, what is happening?
I'm totally and completely naked, David.
I can see that. Why?
Hello, my name is Heather Hurt with the NRW, where nerds rule the world. Wow, I'm just nervous because I get to talk to Charlotte Nicdao, who plays Poppy Lee, and David Hornsby, who plays David Brittlesbee in Mythic Quest, with the new season arriving in just 2 days from this interview. How are y'all doing today?
So good. How are you?
Good, thank you so much. David, I'm gonna start with a really, really silly question. What is it like playing a David?
Surprisingly natural.
I also like a David, like it's like a Charlotte or a Samantha.
Right.
I'm a David.
It's surprisingly very easy. You'd be surprised. I almost did not get cast as myself, so you'd be surprised also how much it you could almost miss on it. But no, it's great. It's really fun. It's a fun part.
Great. I'm sorry, I had to try and start on a high note. This is such a great season. So much fun.
Well, you're gonna start on a high note if I'm talking, because the register's pretty high. So you're already nailing it.
Great. One of the great things about this season is both of y'all's characters kind of had this really great power play at the end of during season 3, where your characters took control of who they were, of their positions. And then in this season, we see David kind of lose it right at the beginning with Ian and Poppy returning, and then we see Poppy kind of losing it during the first few episodes. What was it like playing these kind of strong characters in season 3, and then kind of loosening up and losing it a little bit in season 4? If I'm reading it right, David, I'll start with you.
Oh, with me? I don't know if I would describe myself as a strong character. But no, I think this season, David has to contend with the fact that there is this new star, which is Playpen, and specifically Dana, which represents where gaming is going, and there's where the money is for the company. And then there's the old school, so he's got to balance both. So I think David is most fun to play and to see as a character for me when he's managing all of the shifting landscape, because that is where his job resides, is the egos and the shifting landscape and trying to play middleman.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
and I think with Poppy, we do see a very strong version of her in season 3, but it is very much tied to her career and her work. And so while she has a lot of strength in that area, season 3, I think it makes her a kind of an unhappy and honestly pretty crappy person. So I think between season 3 and 4, what you don't see is her asking herself a question, which is this all I can be? Is this the person I want to be forever? And the answer is no. So when we find her at the beginning of season 4, she's made some changes. She started to focus on her personal life a little bit. And we reveal pretty early that she has a boyfriend, which I honestly never thought that I would see the day that Poppy Lee would have a boyfriend. And it kind of sends her ricocheting off into some really fun places for the season.
Absolutely. And one really great thing you see is Poppy and Ian's relationship really kind of develop into a more familial one, the one that we kind of, as an audience, always wanted to see them have. Back before, when they were kind of bickering, but they weren't family. Now they're really family. What is it like having Poppy take on that younger sister, that I am part of the family, you are my family role?
Yeah, I agree. It's been so fun to find that relationship. And I really credit, I mean, the writing is so good. And I really credit the quarantine episode that we did between season 1 and 2 as being this point that I always return to as an actor of like what their relationship really is, which is that they care for each other. They want each other to feel safe, to feel happy. They just mostly don't know how to do that for each other. So I think it is fun in season 4. We do get to see them at their best. And I'm the same as the audience. Like, I want to see them sort of leaning into their friendship and having fun together. That's always so much fun on set with Rob because we make each other laugh so much, and I think that's really fun to get to do on the show. But I also think that it wouldn't be a season of Mythic Quest if Ian and Poppy didn't get off on the wrong foot at some point in the season. And that happens in a pretty major way this season.
Absolutely. And for the audiences out there, if you have never seen the quarantine episode, it is the best episode probably in television. I'm just going to say it. It's so good. My final really quick question for y'all. Of course, Poppy and Ian are the relationship, right? But what is your favorite relationship that gets to be dug into in season 4? Charlotte, I'll start with you.
I love watching David and Rachel this season. That relationship made me laugh out loud so much. I want to see more of that.
Yeah, we find we're not often teamed together. So this season we got teamed up a bit more. This season's fun for me for 2 characters. Brad is a surprising storyline, I think, that viewers will find. But also Carol has a real interesting trajectory that I think is really fun.
Absolutely. One of the breakout stars in this season for sure.
Oh, yeah.
She's the best.
Thank y'all so much for your time. Mythic Quest season 4 arrives on Apple TV Plus 2 days from now. So excited. Wednesday, January 29th. Thank you guys.
Thank you so much.
On the battlefield, a warrior must give it all for glory. To the victor, the spoils. But for those willing to lay down their lives for a noble cause, a far greater reward. Immortality.
For only the most courageous few shall be welcomed through the gates of Elysium.
Do you like it?
Yeah, he loves it. Look at his face. Poor, mind blown.
Really great. Yeah, super fun. Yeah, is Dana in yet?
What? Yeah. Well, no, her car broke down on the way in.
Sorry, David, did you say fun?
Yeah. It's
Fuck fun.
Yeah.
I mean, this expansion is revolutionary.
Yeah, totally. Yeah, absolutely. Does she need a ride? Because I could give her a ride if she needs one.
He's not even listening. I feel like ever since Playpen launched, he doesn't care about us at all. It's Dana this, Dana that. Everything's Dana, Dana, Dana.
Brady Bunch reference?
Yes.
Version of you.
Oh, I get it. So that you can work with him and make me jealous.
No. So that you can work with him and see what I've had to put up with all these years.
Poppy, my brain cannot be replicated. Many have tried.
Of course it can. You literally never stop talking about what's in your head. All I have to do is feed the AI the hundreds of pages of notes that I've taken while you're in flow state, all the interviews you've done, your relentless social media posts. I'll whip you up in no time.
Okay. Fine. You know what? I would love to work with myself. The progress will be exponentially immeasurable.
Oh, wow. Yeah, that reminds me I have to ratchet up the arrogance to 1,000%.
Okay, you know what? If you want to be petty about it, why don't you work with Pop 2 for a while? In fact, maybe I'll change her settings back to all her snacky comments.
Snacky? Snacky comments?
Snacky. I'm doing your accent for effect.
Snarky.
Snarky.
You know what? I would love to work with Poppy too. I bet we'll get more done than you. And boom.
Hello. How can I inspire you today?
Enjoy that. I'll take Poppy 2 down to David's office and you two can jerk each other off in here.
You're so crass. I'm sorry you have to deal with her.
What a wanker.
That doesn't really work with an American accent, does it?
Pleasure chatting with you. Love to all my nerds who rule the world.
Nerds rule the world.
Yes, we do.
Thanks. Nerds rule the world.
Thank you.
I love the nerds ruling the world, so more power to you.
Patrick, what up, man? And yes, they do. Nerds rule the world, kid.
Yes,
You know
sir.
I'm one of
Thank
them.
you. Awesome. Kuya P, nerds rule the world. Hello.
Yes, they do.
Yes.
Oh,
Nerds rule the world.
I got.
It's in the title of your show, like Nerds Rule the World. Like, I want more black weirdos on screen, and I don't feel like we ever get to see that very much.
Thank you
Thank
so
you.
much. Nerds
Appreciate
do
it.
rule the world.
Yes. Thank you.
Thank you,
rule.
nerds rule.
Love it.
It's your boy Kuya P, nerds rule the world. Thank you so much, guys. I appreciate you.
do. They rule the world all right.
Yes. Take care, Tony. Thank you, guys.